All right, so this is a classic tale of miscommunication. Wale is one of the premier rappers ever. Wale should comfortably be on everyone's top 100 all-time list, top 40 to 60, maybe higher, right? He's one of them guys, great discography, great rapper, versatility, everything, right? But to some people, Wale is known more as a complainer. He's known as like complainer in chief, which I don't think is all the way fair to Wale, but this is what people know him as. He's on social media. He's going to be complaining to fans, arguing with fans. Y'all, I am a one-man show. I record, edit the video myself, create the thumbnail, everything. So hitting like and subscribe does help a bunch. Thanks so much. Back to the video. I even remember some interviews. Maybe it was an Angela Yee lip service interview from years back. Angela Yee lip service. This is like a lit show. It's her and her girls. They're drinking. They bring on guests. And then like Wale has a moment on there where he's just kind of moping around.
Oh my God, this is turning into a therapy session, but I need it.
But again, this is not completely fair to Wale, in my opinion, because I think how we appear on social media and interviews is different from how we actually are in real life. These are just brief blips, like clips. It's almost the equivalent of, let's say, clipping a YouTube video out of context. Just taking these social media posts and these interview clips and judging someone like Wale's personality based on that, calling him a Debbie Downer because of that. It's unfair. It's almost like taking an hour-long YouTube video and judging it off of clips that are out of context, right? But regardless of what I think about it, a lot of people see Wale as complainer in chief, Debbie Downer, constantly complaining. So right now, Wale is rolling out his album, Everything Is a Lot. It's dropping on November 14th. And as a part of this rollout, XXL, yes, the magazine corporation, they posted Wale's track list to this album. Now, obviously, this is a marketing move from Wale's team. Obviously, Wale's team must have sent this out to XXL. Otherwise, how else would XXL have this? Why else would they post it, right? But Wale actually took issue with this. And here's Wale's response to this post by XXL. He says, hey, XXL, all press is good press, but this track list that you posted is not the actual track list. Why would I put out the track list the day I announced the album? Laughing my ass off. Everything is artificial, hashtag EIA. Now, again, in Wale's defense, right? And I know I'm doing a lot of Wale defense squad right now. I get it. But I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he meant this as harshly as it may have come across to some. To some people, I could understand why you would read this post that Wale put out and be like, yo, he's being petty, like he's being like sassy. Like he starts to post off with like, yo, all press is a good press. This is not like Wale just simply saying this is the wrong track list, here's the right track list. Like he's turning him correcting XXL into a promotional piece. The hashtag everything is artificial, like, so where you calling XXL artificial? Then he's kind of like challenging XXL a little bit in the post. He says, why would I put out the track list the day I announced the album, right? So fair. Wale knows what his track list is. I mean, it's his album, right? He knows exactly what's on his track list. You would assume he would know what's going on with his team. I have no problem with Wale correcting XXL here. But then here is XXL's response to that post by Wale. They say, hey, Wale, we're looking forward to the album. Fire emoji. Your publicist sent us this track list directly to share with the album announcement and the quote we included today. That's where we got this track list from. So XXL is saying, hey, I don't know if you know, but your publicist sent us this track list and the instructions were to post this track list when the album was announced. So do I think XXL is lying about this? I don't think so. Why would XXL be posting this? Like, they're not just posting stuff for free. I would think so, right? And the way that Wale called them out initially, this puts XXL on the defensive. Really, XXL, like they've lost a lot of their goodwill with the fans over the years. So their reputation with the fans is already a little tarnished. So when you have an actual artist coming out publicly to try to like, I don't know, sun you like this in front of everybody, this is a direct attack on XXL's credibility, whether Wale meant to put it out there like that or not. If we just take Wale's word for it, the people are going to look at XXL as less credible. Like, hey, you guys don't even, like, you guys are announcing albums. The track list wasn't right. According to the artist, is this even the release date? Is this even a real album? Like, people are going to start to pull more questions than they already do on XXL. So I totally understand why XXL felt the need to post this and defend themselves. But then here, Wale then does the Wale thing. He just goes on about it, and he's, talking to fans about this online, going back and forth with fans, and he really just makes it bigger than what it needs to be. Really, all Wale had to do was hit his publicist and say, hey, who told them to post this? Can y'all go correct this? Behind the scenes, or go to XXL themselves and say, hey, this is not the right track list privately, right? But when you do public things like this, XXL also has, like, they're going to defend themselves too, because Wale is basically telling them they're not credible, especially with all the extras he put on it. All good press is good press. Why would I put out that track list the day I announced the album? Laughing my ass off. Y'all is artificial. Hashtag everything is artificial. Like, the extras is, I think, what prompted this response from XXL. And as Wale is going back and forth with fans, just other people on social media about this situation, he puts this tweet out where he says, I'll never understand people. I bet you when they said no pickles at your job today, you complained. It's okay to be transparent. So again, this goes to what people say about Wale, complaining, sassy, petty, etc., etc. I do like to shoot Wale some bail because I just don't want to judge his whole personality just based off what we see on social media. It's just one very small part of a person. But he does something with this tweet that I really don't like what people do, which is job shaming. Like, when he says, I bet you when they said no pickles at your job today, you complained, he's basically implying that the person he's responding to, Almighty K, works at a fast food place. And by implying that they work at a fast food place, like, it's supposed to be funny, like they're supposed to be ashamed of that or something. I've made a video about this before, about how, like, entertainers, streamers, YouTubers like me, I YouTube, it's not my main job, not even the main source of income, but our jobs are completely worthless when compared to people who work in everyday society, people who stock the grocery stores. And I'm gonna go on a little mini rant. Give me 20 seconds. People who stock the grocery stores, people who work in mail, post office, people who are garbage men, gardeners. These people's jobs are 10 times, no, 100 times more important than a YouTuber or a rapper like Wale. If they stop stocking the grocery stores tomorrow, like after the truckers offload the inventory onto the pallets to the store, if no one stocks it, no one shops. People don't have food. You know what I mean? If the garbage man stopped taking out the trash for even just 2 weeks, do you understand how quickly that situation would turn dire, right? Wale, you make great music, but the world will be no different if you stop making music. Your job is not more important than a fast food person. So I don't know what you are trying to imply. I do know what you're trying to imply by saying no pickles and trying to make that a joke, but stop it. But I totally understand why Wale would feel the need to correct them. I think it might have been done better privately. I don't know. Who do y'all think is right or wrong in this situation? I think Wale comes off as a lot more brash than he means to a lot of the times. I think the way he comes off is not how he means to come off, but he still comes off that way. I come off a certain way on social media. Like, I come off unhinged on social media. Y'all post in all caps, I go on rants. I come off so unhinged on social media, like, people who subscribe to me be confused sometimes. Like, your demeanor in your videos is way different from what it seems like on social media. So I get it. I totally understand coming off a certain way to people. But yeah, I think Wale has kind of built a reputation for himself that's following him to this day. People were calling him a complainer. People responding like, here he goes again. Oh, here comes Wale complaining again. Even Wale acknowledged it himself. Like, if I say something about this, they're gonna call me a complainer. So the reputation is preceding him at this point. But yeah, anyway, Wale, one of the premier artists to come out. A lot of people say Wale underachieved in his career. I don't think he underachieved. Wale is a multi-platinum selling artist. multiple hit records. He's even overcome things that I didn't think he was going to overcome. You know, when Wale initially signed to MMG, I thought it was a dumb move. I didn't understand it. Like, Wale on MMG? Really? Over these trap beats and, you know, with this different content? Because, you know, Wale was he's a lot more, not conscious, but he had a lot more substance than what Rick Ross, you know, and Pill and them were putting out at the time. I didn't think it was going to be a good mix. But then here comes Wale. He dropped songs like 600 Bins.
Wale, real what a total blowing bomb haze.
No Hands.
He said, look, my no hands and no darling, I don't dance.
Like, he has so much versatility that he melded with MMG flawlessly. So I don't think he underachieved. I think Wale did a great job with his career. I think he met his expectations, you know, from when he was an underground rapper, and we saw that potential in him. I think he met, if not exceeded, his expectations. And Wale came out during a time of giants. So even though he's multi-platinum and he has all these amazing songs, he's got great mixtapes. I really love the More About Nothing mixtape.
Wale, she used to call me late. One day she called me early. They tell me that she late. Fuck you mean?
But he's got the album About Nothing, the mixtape About Nothing. He came out in the era with giants, you know, Kendrick, Cole, Drake, Nicki, Future. So it's easy to, I wouldn't say he got overshadowed, but there was so much to choose from that sometimes you just forget what he's done and what he's accomplished. Yeah, some people would say he's underachieved. I don't think Wale underachieved. I think he actually met, if not exceeded, his expectations from when he was just dropping mixtapes. So yeah, I'm real excited about this album that he's putting out. Everything is a lot. Interested to hear the sound direction that he goes for. I don't think I'm gonna listen to any singles from it. I'm gonna just absorb the whole album when it comes out as a whole. What do y'all think? Who's right in this situation? XXL? Did they have to put this out? Did they have to say, your publicist sent this to us? Could they have just taken the L? Or is Wale wrong? Did he have to add all this extra? Should Wale had done it privately? Are they both in the wrong? Y'all let me know. Again, I do think Wale is more in the wrong here just because of all the extras he put on it. I think if he would have just said like, yo, this is not the official track list, I'll send y'all the real track list when it's time to put it out. I don't think XXL responds like this. But, you know, laughing at him and then calling him not calling him artificial, but kind of implying that they're artificial and just like all these catchphrases in here. I think the extras is what made XXL defend themselves because, hey, like we have credibility that we have to protect too as a magazine. We're already suffering, you know, as a magazine, and people are already looking at us funny from things we've done in the past. We cannot afford to lose any more credibility. So I think Wale is more in the wrong here, but let me know what y'all think. That's all I got for today. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.